is Scarlet Book Nerd, and this is my booktube channel. Today's video is actually going to be a rather long one, as I do have a double unboxing to do for you guys today from ISmellBooks. I have the June YA box as well as the June adult box. So grab a drink, grab a snack, relax, and get ready to enjoy the unboxing. So as I said in the intro, this is going to be a somewhat long video. I do have two boxes to unbox for you guys today. The first is the YA box from ISmellBooks, and just so that you guys know, for those of you who are new to the channel, I am a rep for the company. I have been a rep since the very beginning, back in October, and I did recently put in my submission for the rep search along with a lot of the other reps as well as hopeful newcomers. So we're waiting to find out when the updated announcement will go up on Instagram, as well as I believe our Facebook page as well. So if you aren't currently following ISmellBooks, make sure you do over on Instagram and Facebook. I will put the link down in the description box below for both pages for you guys, as well as my Instagram page, which is Scarlet Book Nerd. And you guys can always follow along, and I'll be posting photos of the unboxing tonight. So without further ado, let's open this one up and see what our theme is for the month of June. So as always, something always falls out on me, but this is our little cheeky sneak peek. And yes, I did leave the packing wiggly worms in here, so you guys who know me know I don't. But I decided, since these are the last two boxes for June, I will leave them in for you guys. Now let me set this down over here out of the way. And the first item we have in our box is our little library card holder. We do have the logo stamped on here for ISmellBooks, and we do have our little card, our little library checkout card, and you can use them in your books when you want to hand them out to friends or let people borrow them from you, kind of like the school libraries do, the old public libraries used to do. Or you can just use them for decoration, or even just as like a little mini reading tracker. Then the next item we have in here is a print, and it says Tokyo, Japan. Then our next item is another print we have, and it says California this summer, travel by train. Sorry guys for the glare. I'm still trying to work out camera angles and lighting. And then I do see our next item in here is our monthly pin. And our theme for June for the YA was actually Torn Between Worlds, and this is Tokyo Ever After. This is actually box number 9 from ISmellBooks, and this was actually designed by our store Bookish and Pins. And I will also put the link to our shop down in the description box below, so if there's something that you saw in the box today in the video that you really liked and were just wanted to get one specific item or two specific items, it will be in the shop. But this one is actually our enamel pin, and it's actually of 3 flowers, and that's actually really cute. All of our pins have been great designs, and they do definitely go with the theme for the month. I actually have them on a lanyard. I will actually show you guys when I unbox the I'll make sure that I bring out the lanyard and show you all the pins I have so far from the very beginning up until now this one. Then our next item that we have here is in the shape of a rose. Now this, I did see a spoiler about, it was actually explained to us. Someone did have a question about it. They weren't really sure what it was or what it was for, but it is actually a tea strainer. So you would just put like your loose tea in here and then reattach it, because it is only rubber, and then just dunk it in your cup of tea or even in a pot of tea if you want, a small teapot, but that way you're not burning your fingers. And I definitely already do have a tea strainer downstairs for my Keurig machine, or for our Keurig machine that my housemates and I use, that I picked up from a local store, but this will definitely be a lot easier and a lot safer. Less chance of burning my fingers when I go to empty up the tea leaves. And the next thing I can see on the top, without having to disrupt the wiggly worms too much, is our monthly pair of socks. And they are always a great quality of material. They are always comfortable. And this time they are pink and black with the word Queen written on them. So these will definitely be added to my sock collection from ISmellBooks. And then let's see, we do have our candle. And this is Classically Lit Candles Tokyo Ever After Vanilla Lime. It is hand poured soy wax candle that is 6 ounces. And there's a little design sticker on top. You definitely do smell the vanilla. I don't really smell the lime so much, but the vanilla is a stronger scent. So that definitely is going to be a great candle to burn. Or even if I don't really want to burn it, I just want to leave the lid off and let the aroma fill the room. That's always great too. And now, let's see, we get all the packing wiggly worms out. And at least this time, the majority of them were kind of like bunched together, so it won't make too much of a mess, I hope, in my room here. And next up we have a little pink satchel, and of course we do have items inside. This one looks like a little mini jewel comb, and then this one looks like a giant safety pin design, but it does have a crown design on it. That is definitely different. I do not know what this is supposed to be for. I'm hoping that there will be a spoiler card in here for us. If not, I will definitely ask Terry, just to be on the safe side, so I'm not saying it could be and it turns out it's not what it was supposed to be at all. And I will let you guys know definitely over on my Instagram page. And next up we also have a little coaster. And it's actually a corkboard material coaster that actually has a royal crown on it. So that's neat. That's the first I've ever gotten a coaster in a subscription box before. And the design is really neat, and it's like the soft cork board, so it's perfect like for your nightstand table or for an end table next to you when you're having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in the morning. And then the next item in the box is actually our main title, which is Tokyo Ever After by Emiko Jean. And this is the sticker on here is actually Reese's YA book club, so it's a Reese Witherspoon book club choice. And I'm going to try not to butcher the pronunciation of the character names in this. I do apologize to the author if I do butcher it, but this is the summary of the book, and it says Izumi Tanaka has never really fit in. It's not easy being Japanese American in her small, mostly white Northern California town. Raised by a single mother, Izumi, or Izzy, because it's easier this way, has always felt it's been her and her mom against the world. But then Izumi discovers a clue to her previously unknown father's identity, and he's none other than the Crown Prince of Japan, which means outspoken, irreverent Izzy is literally a princess. In a whirlwind, Izumi travels to Japan to meet the father she never knew and discover the country she always dreamed of. But being a princess isn't all ball gowns and tiaras. There are conniving cousins, a hungry press, a scowling but handsome bodyguard who just might be her soulmate, and thousands of years of tradition and customs to learn practically overnight. Izumi soon finds herself caught between worlds and between versions of herself. Back home, she was never American enough, and in Japan, she must prove she's Japanese enough. Will Izumi crumble under the weight of the crown, or will she live out her fairy tale happily ever after? So in a way, it kind of reminds me a little bit of The Princess Diaries. For those of you who are familiar with that, that was a story about Princess Mia, who was, she was just a normal teenage girl living in California, and it turns out she was actually the Princess of Genovia and never even knew it until her long-lost grandmother showed up. And this kind of reminds me of that vibe a little bit, so this will definitely be a neat book to read. I do have an ever-growing TBR pile, as you guys know if you've watched my videos before, and yes, this will be getting added to it. Have no fear on that. It will definitely be added, and I will definitely read it. Maybe not right now, but definitely in the near future. As always, as soon as I do read it, I will definitely let you guys know what my thoughts are over on my Instagram, and I will also do a wrap-up video, and I will include this when I do. And then the last item in here is our second book. Make sure we get all the wiggly worms out. And it's called My Almost Flawless Tokyo Dream Life by Rachel Cohen. This is the best-selling author of Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. And the quote here at the top says, "I'm here to take you to live with your father in Tokyo, Japan. Happy birthday." In the land of the rising sun, where high culture meets high kitsch, and fashion and technology are at the forefront of the first world's future, the foreign-born teen elite attend ICS, International Collegiate School of Tokyo. Their accents are fluid, their homes are ridiculously posh. Their sports games often involve a private plane trip to another country. They miss school because of jet lag and visa issues. When they get in trouble, they seek diplomatic immunity. Enter foster kid out of water, Al Zollner, who on her 16th birthday discovers that her long-lost father, Kenji Takahara, is actually a Japanese hotel mogul and wants her to come live with him. Yes please. Elle jets off first class from Washington DC to Tokyo, which seems like a dream come true, until she meets her enigmatic father, her way too fab aunt, and her hypercritical grandmother, who seems to wish Elle didn't exist. In an effort to please her new family, Elle falls in with the X-Brats, a troupe of uber cool international kids who spend money like it's air. But when she starts to crush on a boy named Ryu, who's frozen out by the brats and despised by her new family, her already tenuous living situation just might explode. My almost flawless Tokyo dream life is about learning what it is to be a family and finding the inner strength to be yourself, even in the most extreme circumstances. So while both of these books for this month's box were of Oriental culture, which is absolutely fantastic that ISmellBooks is doing this. They are showcasing different cultures and different backgrounds. It's not always the same type of genre, the same type of book within that genre. They're actually opening it up and opening up their readers to different cultures, different worlds, and different class distinctions, which is definitely phenomenal and definitely much needed in this day and age, as I'm sure most of you can agree to that. So while both of these books are not super thick and long reads, they're getting added to the pile as always. I do have a shelf back here. This entire shelf is all of my ISmellBooks that I have received from the very beginning until now. So these will get a place on the shelf, and as I get to them, I will definitely leave a review for you guys. And as I did promise you guys in the beginning of the video, I would show you guys my pin collection so far from ISmellBooks. And this is actually one of the lanyards that we've received in one of our boxes. And on here I have every single pin they've given us in a box. And some of them you might recognize, some of them you might not. And then I have some more over on the side. And there was another one of ours, and then the last one. So the current pins that I have will be added to this lanyard very soon. And the second part of this video is actually the adult box from ISmellBooks. Now both of these boxes did come today in the mail, and I wanted to film them right away for you guys. This box did come a little worse for wear from shipping, but USPS is not always very kind to our boxes when they arrive to our customers. Now this box I did purchase myself when I heard what the theme was going to be. I did not want to miss out on this. I have never had a adult box from them. I've always either done the YA boxes or the classic edition. So this is actually going to be my first time opening up a adult box from ISmellBooks. So let's open this on up and see what the theme was. I think I remember, but I'm not quite sure, and I don't want to again mistake what the theme was. But here is the, sorry about that guys, the first little cheeky sneak peek. And again, I will set this down out of the way. And the first thing that I see here is an iron-on patch. And it says, "The shadow in the glass." So all I know about the theme is that it was a classic fairy tale retelling. So we'll have to wait and see as we go through the box to see which classic fairy tale ISmellBooks chose to do a retelling of. And the next thing I do see on top is a sleep mask. And for those of you who do use a sleep mask, I have used them in the past and they do definitely help, especially if you don't have blackout drapes for your windows. Like in my room, in our house where we live, we're not able to have blackout drapes across the window because of the blinds, the type of blinds that we have. So this is going to be a huge life-saving game changer for me. As you can see, it's like a lavender purple color, and it is very silky smooth on both sides. And it has a very soft and comfortable elastic band, so it's not super tight on your head like most of them are. So this will get a lot of use. Believe me, I'm actually going to try it out tonight. So make sure you guys are following me over on Instagram, and I will let you know tomorrow how well I did sleep with this on tonight. And the next thing I can see in here is actually a bookmark, and I will do a quick show there. I will take out the packaging, don't worry guys. I know light against plastic wrap is never flattering. And again, we actually have 2 bookmarks in here. Actually, charm piece came off, but that's actually easy to fix. Or at least it'll be easy for me to fix. So the first thing we have is this type of bookmark with a little mask to it. And almost in the shape of like a shepherd's hook, but it does have like little intricate design there. You can see it. But the mask is definitely different. It almost looks like skeletal in a way. And then our double-sided bookmark actually has a little pinkish tassel, sorry, not purple, it's pink. And on this side we have what looks to be maybe a French version of Cinderella, possibly, going into the carriage. And then on the other side we have, looks like the fairy godmother and the other version of Cinderella before she gets transformed into the princess. Or it could be stepmother. Who knows? Have to wait and see. My guess is it's probably going to be a form of Cinderella. It's definitely Cinderella, and the reason I can tell that is by our socks. So as you can see, we do have the pumpkin on here. We do have the lavender socks with the green and orange trim to it. And this is definitely cute. I do like the pumpkin design. You don't have to save it for fall. You can wear it year round or however you want, whenever you want to wear them. So these are actually feel a bit heavier than our other socks, but it doesn't matter. It's still comfortable. It's definitely great material, and I will definitely be taking a lot of use of all the socks. And then let's see what we have here. Yep, starting. Yep. Time to take out all the little worms again. I have such a huge mess here on my floor, guys. It isn't even funny, and it's going to take me a while to clean this up after filming. So just know this is driving me crazy. It's sitting on the floor, but it's for you guys to get enjoyment out of seeing me going, ah. And next up we do have a tumbler. And I was told in advance about this, that the design will come off when water hits it. Unfortunately, the company that made them, we were told or led to believe that the design would stay on the tumbler. However, it does not. So what I'm going to do is either use a crafting finishing spray, shellac, or I might even try clear nail polish and just paint it around and over the design to make sure to seal it before I go to wash it. But I am definitely going to be using this. Without a doubt, I will definitely be using my new Cinderella tumbler. And it's cute because the design on it is Cinderella in the coach. And it says Cinderella coffee on it. So it's kind of like the Starbucks logo again, like our Alice in Wonderland cup. But it's Cinderella instead. So that is definitely a neat idea and definitely a neat design. Even with the little flaw of it, that's fine by me. And then we also have, don't know what this could be. Let's see what this item is. I'm not sure if it is or not. I will find out in 2 seconds. And yes, it is another, okay. So it is another rubberized tea strainer. This time it is in the shape of an owl, our little gray owl. He wants to stop spinning there so you guys can see him. So that's definitely a neat idea. So I have a second tea strainer now from ISmellBooks, which is really cute. Or if I don't want to use it for a tea strainer, I can use it for decoration on one of my shelves. And that's perfectly fine too. That's the great thing about the items that we get from ISmellBooks. You can either use them for the practical use or use them as display. It's perfectly up to you, and that's fine. And we definitely love to see you guys when you do your unboxings. Those who do get the boxes, we love to see photos. So please definitely make sure, if you want to showcase your photos on social media, make sure you tag ISmellBooks in your post, and we love seeing them. And the next thing we have in here is a choker. This is, it says fashion jewelry on the tag, and it's a little black lace choker that has a little stone at the bottom. So that is definitely different. I've never actually worn a choker, and actually the image at the very bottom of it, or the base of the choker, is actually a butterfly. That's definitely different and neat. And like I said, I've never worn a choker in my life, so this will definitely be something new for me to wear as an accessory. And then let me see what our next item is. We actually have 2 prints here, and it's actually the same print as the double-sided bookmark. So the first is Fairy Godmother with Cinderella. And then the second image we have have is Cinderella running back to the pumpkin carriage when she lost her glass slipper. And then the next item we have is a letter from the author. And it says, "Dear reader, I cannot put into words how thrilled I am that you have picked up this book. This is something of a problem for an author. The Shadow in the Glass took me 12 years to write, and I very much hope you think it was worth the wait. I'm so excited for you to meet Eleanor, and of course, her terrifying fairy godmother. Happy reading." And it's signed by the author. And this is something really neat, sorry about that, to actually have an author letter included in the box, where you just not a letter per se, but a little note from the author to all of the customers and the fans of the book. And then this one. Okay, on this one it says here, "The Furic Saga Book 1, Winter's Fury" by A.E. Rain. And on the back, it's actually a message, and it says, "Hello, ISmellBooks has purchased you a copy of Winter's Fury, an epic fantasy adventure, the Furic Saga Book 1. Please accept your prepaid ebook using the link below." And it says you can enjoy ebooks on any device with the free Kindle app for iPhone, iPad, Android phones, and tablets. And then there's a support need help section here, and that was a note from ISmellBooks. And the synopsis of Winter's Fury is, J.L. Furic isn't happy. Her father is dead, her uncle has stolen the throne, and now he wants to marry her off to the fallen son of her arch enemy. But J.L. is a battle-hardened warrior, trained to kill since she was 10 years old. She doesn't plan on being anyone's wife. Edmund Skelson is drunk. His father is threatening him with a wife again, and this time he's given him an ultimatum. Marry J.L. Furic, or your brother returns from exile. But if Edmund was ever going to choose a wife, it wouldn't be J.L. Furic. Not her, not ever. And so this is the first book in the saga. It's a gripping, epic fantasy series that takes you into a richly woven world of warring kingdoms, mysterious dreamers, dark magic, and an ancient prophecy that emerges from the shadows to weave a dangerous web around them all. So I will definitely follow the directions that Terry has included in the back here to receive my e-copy, and it will be added to my ebooks I do have on my phone already saved, and I will definitely let you guys know what I think of this book as well. And then the next item that we have in here is our little library card holder again, and on here as well is the link to receive your ebook of Winter's Fury. So that was a nice idea, just in case for any reason you didn't read the back of it or want to just use this image as like put in a frame and hang as a piece of wall art. You still have the link to make sure that you get your book. And then the next thing we have in here, minus some more wiggly worms, of course, is our main book, which is The Shadow in the Glass by J.J. Harwood. It says, dare to make a wish. And already I can see that this is a decent sized book, so it might take me a while to read it. But it says, once upon a time, Ella wished for more than a life as a lowly maid. Now forced to work hard under the unforgiving, lecherous gaze of the man she once called stepfather, Ella's only refuge is in the books she reads by candlelight, secreted away in the library she isn't permitted to enter. One night among her beloved books of far-off lands, Ella's wishes are answered. At the stroke of midnight, a fairy godmother makes her an offer that will change her life. 7 wishes, hers to make as she pleases. Joy, opportunity, comfort, and even love are within her reach once more. But each wish comes at a price, and Ella must decide whether it's one she's willing to pay. So this, now I understand how it is the twist on Cinderella. And honestly, this sounds really good. I cannot wait to dive into this book. In fact, I might not even wait. I might stop reading the 5 or 6 books I'm currently reading just to start this one. I might, not sure, but this just got bumped up higher on my TBR list. So the fact that it's Cinderella themed, and of course I do like all fairy tales. Sleeping Beauty is my favorite. Cinderella is my second choice that I would pick for a classic fairy tale. So the fact that this is based on a twisting of Cinderella, instead of the wicked stepmother, we have the stepfather, and the fact that the fairy godmother gives her 7 wishes. I'm curious to know, A, what does Ella wish for, and B, what's the consequences of the price she has to pay? Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Rumpelstiltskin, for those of you who are familiar with that fairy tale. How, nothing comes for free, there's always a price to pay. So this is definitely going to be bumped up a little bit higher, like I said, on my list. And then the last item in the box that we have is our second book, and it's called The Memory of Midnight by Pamela Hartshorn. And the summary for this one is, one hot day in Elizabethan York, young Neil Appleby is trapped in a wooden chest. The horror of the stifling dark and of the man who trapped her. Oh, no, sorry guys, it's Nell, not Neil. Nell Appleby. Haunts her for the rest of her life. Years later, wed to the sadistic Ralph Miscue, Nell must find joy where she can. But when her childhood sweetheart returns and offers a chance of flight to the new world, Nell is faced with a dangerous decision. Will she risk all to escape the dark at last? 4.5 centuries later, Tess and her small son Oscar move to York. Eager to start a new life away from her overbearing and manipulative husband Martin, Tess tries to put her marriage behind her. But time in York has a way of shifting strangely, and memories of a past that is not her own begin to surface with a disturbing effect. Living 2 lives, torn between 2 worlds, Tess must unlock the secrets of the past before she can free herself, and now, once and for all. So, this is interesting. I do love the cover design with the old-fashioned key on it. The fact that it is a time-shifting story and past life, in a way, is definitely intriguing to me. I've never heard of this author either, and honestly, based on the summary, it's got my attention. Just the fact alone that it's time shifting and 2 different worlds, and the fact that Tess feels like she's been there but doesn't know how she could have been. It's a completely different person. So this is going to be interesting, as well as the retelling of Cinderella. So, Terry, ISmellBooks, you guys have hit it out of the park yet again. Great choices for novels. I honestly don't know how you managed to pick such great books for us to read every month. I give you especially props for that. It's a challenge. I know I wouldn't be able to read 2 books within a time frame to be able to choose. So again, my hat's off to you, Terry, for doing this and pulling it off beautifully every single time. You're always upfront with us whenever there's a little hiccup going on. I know the YA box was delayed for a little bit, but it arrived, and Terry was always upfront and honest with us. She would email the customers and let us know, look, this is the situation's going on, we're working on it, we're trying our best, and she's never, in my eyes, had an issue. I haven't had an issue with the company or with the boxes, so it's been great. I know I've heard a few other customers were not so happy, but I know the company reached out to them and talked to them, and it is great customer service. You can ask any of the other reps. ISmellBooks has a fantastic customer service department, and you can ask a question and you will get a response. You won't have to wait weeks. You will get a response within a reasonable amount of time, so they don't leave you hanging and wondering and guessing, did they get my message? Didn't they get the message? What's going on? They're always upfront and honest with you every single time, and we have great theme ideas. I can actually tell you guys what the theme is for the July classic book is actually, I know 1 month is Arabian Nights, and another month is I think August is going to be Moby Dick, or August is Arabian Nights and July is Moby Dick. It's one way or the other. It's one of the classics. The 2 classics that are coming up next is Moby Dick and Arabian Nights. Sorry guys if I got them mixed up. I know Terry does send out emails to the customers letting you know what the theme is coming up. But I will put in the description box down below what the next theme is coming out for you guys, so you'll know. Like, it's already going on the middle of July. Sorry, June box. It's July. I'm filming this. Sorry guys, it's also late at night when I'm filming. But aside from that, like I said, the company is always very upfront and honest with us, with everyone, with the reps, with the customers. It is a great company, and I'm grateful to be a rep for them. And I know the other reps feel the same way. So again, Terry, hats off to you for doing such an amazing job creating this, and I can't wait to see how much farther the company grows and the great success that you've already had, and I get to watch it grow and be a part of it. Has been an amazing journey since the beginning, and I am so grateful to you for allowing me to join you on the journey and help you to continue to grow the business. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yes, I know it was a little on the long side, and I do apologize, but hey, you guys got 2 unboxings tonight. I wasn't going to make you guys wait and do one unboxing tonight and another unboxing next week. I thought, you know what, let me get 2 for the price of 1 here. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great week coming up. And let me know down in the description box below or in the comments. Sorry guys, not the description box, but in the comments. What was your favorite box? Was it the YA theme or was it the adult theme? Or if you've also purchased or have been gifted a classic edition box which of the three is your favorite, or are all three of your favorites? You just can't pick one. Or what was your favorite item from today's video? Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, happy reading. Hey guys, Editing Veronica here. I realized as I was editing the video that I forgot to mention my rep code, and Terry, I apologize for that. Just so that you guys know, my rep code is Scarlet10, and I will put that in the description box down below for you guys. And you can use it to save 10% off, either on ISmellBooks website or Bookish and Pins shop. So until next time, have fun and happy reading.